Welcome! E aí, galera, beleza? Bem-vindo à nossa comunidade.
Welcome to our community.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It is OGC here. Today we have a brand new video. Today we are going to be covering some of the new Void items that you can get. So these will be the scrolls. All of these items, by the way, are fully craftable. They're obtainable from Void 141 through 160. So let's jump in, and before we do, please take a moment, scroll down below, smash that thumbs up button, share, like, subscribe, do all of those cool things, and let me know. Please take a moment out of your day and let me know in the comment section below which one you were most excited about. So this first one is unlockable at stage 142 in the Void. This says a bunch of things on it that I can't read, but the basic takeaway is this will allow life steal or something. So keep your eyes out for this one, because this one is the wild card. Also, please keep an eye on the stats. So when I look at these items, I read the effects, but I also pay close attention to the stats. So this is a trinket. It's something involving life steal. So this next one, this is the Blood Bond Vial. And let's see how many of these I can actually pronounce correctly for you guys. This drops out stage 141, so this one will probably come up sooner rather than later for most people. And it offers +1 to cold blood, which means it works for Ophidius, and it's a trinket. So this would replace the trinket slot for Ophidius. Remember, she only has one true trinket spot. The other one holds a book. So keep that in mind with this. This does offer Might and Command, which both of those are great stats to have. And +1 to Cold Blood, you can't go wrong with +1 to Cold Blood. I think that's a super strong ability on a super strong item. I am looking forward to testing this. Will this replace my Mantra Bead on Ophidius? I don't know yet. I don't know. The next one that we have is the Death Brood Eggs. This is from 146 in the Void. This offers both magic and command, and it goes on Rose as a trinket. So, first and foremost, it gives +1 to Spiderweb. That is massive. Rose has a trinket right now. I think it's an epic one, or it might not even be an epic one, where it offers +1 to Spiderweb. Here's what I'm thinking. We're going to go through these, and as we go through them, you guys might pick up on some patterns that I just briefly noticed while going through all of this. The pattern that I'm seeing is they're taking old equipments that were like the blue ones or the purple ones that have plus abilities, and they're redoing them into crafting ones. That's the first thing that I'm noticing. And the second thing is things that either take up the armor spot, the shield/book spot, or the helmet spot, they're moving into the trinkets. That way you can use the Clash of Fate set on them. So two big things. Those skills that are not on divine equipment seem like they're coming up on divine equipment. And secondly, those skills unique to different characters, such as Bane's helmet, are now turning into trinkets. That way you can use the Clash of Fate set on them or the Dragon sets, which is wicked cool. So anyways, this is pretty cool. If people do run with +1 Spiderweb on Rose, they will probably go for this. And also, before we continue, for these trinkets, if the stats are really good on these trinkets, you can put them on any character. You're just not going to get the skill bonuses until it is placed on the character that has that skill. So if one has amazing stats, take the Soul Blade, for example, you can put that on anything. That's true with all of these trinkets as well. You're just not going to get the benefit of the +1 to these skills. Next, we have the Goldencudgel. This goes on Denji for +1 to Monk Mastery. So if you do run the monks now have +1 to their mastery that could, again, I don't know if it's going to make them super viable, the monks, but this item also gives Might and Command, which is pretty solid. This is dropped at stage 143 in the Void. So I think if people do run monks, then they'll want this. I honestly don't see this this trinket as super game breaking. Next, we have the Leafsong Flu. Wow, so far I'm doing pretty good with the names of this. I'm actually surprising myself, not gonna lie. This is a trinket. It offers +1 to bow mastery, which goes on Sprig. So now the sylph archers will do a little bit more damage. That's pretty cool. This drops from Void 150. This offers might, magic, and command. So overall, some decent stats from it. But I think if people are running archers with sylph, this is definitely a worthwhile trinket to have. Next, we have Genitals Compass. Man, I'm on fire with these names. I wish all of them could be this easy. This offers +1 to the Audrin Auror, which goes on Avalon. And it offers +8 command, +5 stamina, which is fantastic, by the way. Stamina and command for your Avalon. This comes from Void 144. So this one is one of those ones that I was talking about where this trinket already exists. There's already a trinket out there. There's already a trinket out there that offers +1 to Audrin Auror. This one's just going to make it so that Avalon can get more stats with it. I do think that's one of the things that hinders humans is between Virion with the Resurrection or the Swords Mastery, and then three masteries or 3 specialty trinkets or equipments that Avalon has to wear as a human. Humans lose out on a lot of stats, so I think like this item, if you're playing the human race or Rockin' or Dwarf or anything with humanoids, this item is going to help out your Avalon a lot. So this is a big one. This is a big one. I want this one, and it's only 144 in the void. I still need to finish all of my void. I know I've been putting it off. All right, so next one is the taurine shield. Yes, I think I got it. It gives might and stamina and offers +1 to intimidating shout for Rufio. This drops in void stage 152. So again, we'll have to look and see how much might and stamina it offers at when it's flawless. But +1 to intimidating show for Rufio, I would use it. I probably would, because intimidating show from Rufio really is important to get that initial stun at the beginning. The longer the stun, the better. Maybe this would boost up to 5 seconds if it's level 10. I'm not sure. It would be at least 4.5 seconds. I'm sure of that. Which at the start of the fight is a pretty long time. So I'm going to keep my eyes out on this, because with those stats and that skill, this could go really well on Rufio. Next, we have the nomadic teapot. So this one travels very well. This is from Void 147. So this is another one that I was talking about, similar to Avalon. This is +1 to Barbaric Blessing, limited to Bane, and it's 11 stamina. So again, I want to know how much stamina this gives when it's flawless. If you want that information, by the way, there's a table spreadsheet on the Discord information below where you can find out all of that information. But anyways, this gives a bunch of stamina, +1 to Barbaric Blessing for Bane. So here's the deal with this. This is massive, because Bane's helmet, the one that offers +1 to Barbaric Blessing, even if it's flawless, does not even come close to comparing to the Valor headpiece if it is flawless. And this also allows Bane to then use the Dragon set. Like the full Dragon set for the 35% damage mitigation. That on top of Bane, on top of the Provoke, etc., etc. This is going to make Bane even more tanky. Good luck to everybody out there. Next, we have the Serpentine Pendant. This comes from Void 153 and is Cobra Covenant +1 to Ophidius. This is also a trinket, and it offers magic and command. So Ophidius is going to have a lot of different options coming up. You can go with a mantra bead, because every time you summon one of those little snakes, although it's not rapidly like Raxius, but if you have extra mantra beads, it's actually pretty nice, because throughout the whole battle, assuming your Ophidius is alive, you'll be able to get more and more mantra bead procs. But now Ophidius is going to have so many options. She has 2 new trinkets coming out. She already has the mantra bead, and she has 1 traditional trinket spot. So it's going to be interesting to see how people gear up their Ophidius moving forwards. Next, we have the Nightwish Lamp. This offers +1 to Primal Fury. This is limited to Belrog. This offers magic, stamina, and command. No command. This offers Might, Magic, and Stamina from Void 151. Now, this item, I guess it would have to depend on the stats. I don't know if Primal Fury on Balrog is really worth it. So I'm a little bit back and forth on the fence with this one. But let me know in the comments below if you think the Night Wish lamp is worth it. Next, Excalibur. Oh my gosh. They finally added Excalibur into the game. Excalibur, for people that don't know, legendary sword, amazing stories. Highly recommend reading all of that. Anyways, this comes from Void 148. This offers magic and stamina. So, again, I would love to see the flawless version. And also, the proc that it has, since it is Trinket, it gives a hero bonus of magic resistance plus 30%. So depending on how everything goes moving forwards, this could be really big. This might actually be mandatory. If you're going up against players that are running with the yellow topaz that are set up to instantly kill your heroes with magic damage, this might be worth it. It might keep your jacks alive. So this will be a nice kind of in your back pocket safety item that will be available to you once you get up to Void 148 sometime next year. Next, we have the Litton Steel Pistol. I think I'm on a roll with these names. I really do. So this is hero bonus. Deal 25% more damage to melee enemies. Cannot sack. All right, so this is from 154. This item, huge. Absolutely huge. So I can't stress how important this trinket is going to be. This trinket not only gives might and stamina, two of my favorite stats, but 25% more damage to melee enemies? Guys, that's a lot. That's a lot of percent increased damage to melee enemies. I'm not really worried about having to increase my damage to ranged enemies. Like, let me put it this way. If any of my troops get inside of the enemy archers, I think the enemy archers are going to die. However, if I can put this item on and kill the enemy's front line 25% faster, of course, this item is going to be insane, highly sought after. I can't wait to get this and put it on all of my damaging heroes. Next, we have the I almost butchered that one. We have the Tree Sprite. So this is Trinket +1 to Nature's Blessing for Gan. This comes from Void 158, and it gives magic, command, and stamina. So again, this is going to replace the Nature's Blessing book that Gan has, and then offer a trinket that offers +1 to Nature's Blessing. That way, Gan can actually wear the Sage set. So that's cool. If you're Sylph or Lich, this might help you out, depending on how you want to set up your Gan. Then we have the Flaming Great Cloak. This offers +1 to Fire Dance for the Fire Mage. This is a trinket. This comes from Void 156. It offers both magic and command. So this could be, or this will be massive, because Fire Dance, I believe that's her ultimate ability where she like goes off shooting out the fire stuff everywhere. If that's the case, this is going to be absolutely massive. This, along with that trinket that increases damage to melee units, oh my gosh, goodbye trees. Then we have Mechanical Arm. So this is the Sage 160 in the Void drop. This is limited to Jax. It gives, well, for the skill, anybody can equip it. But it is a trinket, and it offers Might, Command, and Stamina, and Mech Expert +1 for Jax. So Dwarf will get another little buff. Then we have the Demonic Codex. This offers +1 to Book of Eclipse for Cleo. This comes from Void 159, and it gives some magic. So, again, for the Lich, or if you're Dwarf without running humanoids, this could be a very nice trinket just to increase the duration of the Book of Eclipse. Next, we have the Arcanite Spainer. Something like that. I think this is the first one that I've totally butchered. So I'm going to have to give myself a thumbs down for that one. This is for Gafgar, and it offers Technical Mastery +1, both Command and Stamina. This comes from Void 149. I believe technical mastery is for the mechs, so this will benefit dwarf a little bit more. Like, that's a double whammy, one for Jax, one for Gafgar. I know there's one already out there for +1 to mech expert, but these ones are they look like they're actually usable rather than just offering the skills. Then we have the Eldritch Veil. This comes from 145. So this is might, magic, and stamina. So this one's pure stats. Right from the get-go, just from the normal looking one, it looks like in total it gives 24 stats. So I guess if you're prioritizing stamina, magic, and might, this could be the item for you to focus on. I'm not 100% sure. It might not be my cup of tea unless the stamina and might are really high. Then I would go for it. And that will do it for today. So today we looked at all of the items, and you guys after this are going to scroll down and check out the description of this video. Smash the thumbs up button, subscribe if you have not already. In tomorrow's video, we are actually going to go through and look at the different temple for the new +6 divinities and see what those look like. I'll also tell you what I'm going to do with that. Later on in this week, I have a special surprise for you guys. And of course, I hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastic day. Take care, guys.